Now, if you were looking for a uplifting Christmas story, well, this isn't one of them. Not everybody loves Christmas, and it's not always goodwill towards men, women, and children. Let's go to the Putnam Children's Orphanage, where the headmaster has just gotten a generous donation in the form of a check. Here you go, sir.
Oh, well, thank you for that mail, Jocelyn. What do we have here? Oh my. My, oh my.
Good news, sir.
I had been so concerned that we would have to shut down the orphanage during this Christmas season and throw all the children into the street, but my prayers have been answered from a very generous man.
That is just wonderful, sir. Whose name is on the check?
The signature is hardly legible, but who do we have here? It would be one Richie Ray?
I can't put my finger on it, sir. But that name seems very familiar, and I don't have a good feeling about that man.
Silly woman. Now run off and get me a black tea with lemon and 1 teaspoon of sugar. An English muffin lightly toasted with a side of butter.
All right, sir. The headmaster is just giddy over the check and feels it is his responsibility to phone and personally thank Richie for this 6-figure donation. The headmaster dials and Richie Ray answers. Hello, this is Richie Ray. The pleasure will be all yours.
Hello, Mr. Ray. This is the headmaster from Putnam Orphanage, and I'm calling to thank you for your overwhelming act of kindness.
You are very welcome, my good man. I personally feel it is a citizen's obligation to give back to the community. And who does not love snot-nosed, obnoxious children who have been abandoned by their own parents?
We are having our annual Christmas party where all the good folks of Putnam gather to bring toys and monetary gifts to help all the little children. Could you come to the party where we can have the children and staff thank you in person?
When is the party?
December the 24th. The gathering will start sharply at 6 o'clock.
Will there be anything to drink?
Well, it's a kind of dry zone down here, but perhaps Jocelyn can whip up a stiff punch.
Okay, I will be there, and maybe I can whip out something stiff for Jocelyn.
Excuse me, I didn't quite catch that last bit. Our connection seems a little staticky.
What I said is I will be there at 6 on the dot, and maybe I can bring the dessert.
Thank you, sir. You are the saviour of Putnam Children's Orphanage.
The headmaster proceeds to the Putnam National Bank in downtown Putnam to deposit the check in the orphanage account. He is greeted by Dolly Pepper, the new manager of the bank, who has replaced the retired and much beloved Mr. Bells.
Well, hello, Headmaster. Thank you for all the wonderful work you do for the needy little ones in our community. What can I do for you today?
Good afternoon, Dolly. I have this rather large cheque from our newest and most generous benefactor ever, and am looking forward to putting this substantial sum to good work.
This cheque is not worth the ink it's printed with, sir. You must know that Richie Ray is a prick and a total scumbag.
Oh no, Dolly, I think you are mistaken about this very kind man.
Well, okay, Headmaster, I will accept this check, but have to let you know that the bank will put a 10-day hold on the check, but you can withdraw from your existing savings and overdraft privileges to put the money to good work until the check clears.
Oh, good. It's going to be a wonderful Christmas for the little ones. Maybe even some sweetmeat and pie and monkey bread for all.
We find ourselves at Richie Ray's gangsta headquarters, where Richie and his goon Biff Armstrong are planning the heist of the Putnam Children's Orphanage.
Richie, don't you think this caper is a dastardly deed, even for the likes of a low-life scumbag like you?
Shut up, stupid! You work for me and you would be still in prison if it were not for the great Richie Ray. You would still be getting gangbanged by bikers and child molesters.
Oh yeah. I'm eternally grateful for that. My bum still hurts, ever since my last stint in the pen.
Okay, this is how things are gonna go down. But this has got to be on a hush, hush. Richie leans over and whispers his despicable plans into Biff's left ear.
My oh my. That's good, boss. Only a prick like you could come up with something that devious.
Well, Christmas Eve finally came and the celebrations began at the Putnam Orphanage with many of the local pillars of the community in attendance, including Mrs. McGillicuddy, Putnam's richest woman, Father Dementia, a dedicated man of the cloth, Dolly Pepper, and many other volunteers and supporters of the home. The headmaster, Jocelyn, and some of the sickliest and malnourished children of the home were at the door, which include Maxwell, Stevie, Nicholas, Emma, Amber, and Kelsey. It was 6 p.m. on the dot, and there was a conspicuous absence of Richie Ray, who was demonstrating once again his inability to keep any promise.
Hello all. I would like to make a special announcement that the McGillicuddy family have placed a very special package under the tree, which is meant to benefit all the selfless staff and adorable kids of this wonderful home.
You have always been so good to us, Mrs. McGillicuddy. I don't know how much better your gift this year could be than the previous Christmas, when you donated a case of powdered milk and a stick of gum for each child. Can you give us a hint what you have put under the tree this sacred Christmas?
Well, I'm getting rather long in the tooth, and it won't be around much longer before Father Dementia will be doing my eulogy. So I've decided to give away my most prized and valuable possession, the main star.
You are far too kind. Children, please say thank you to Mrs. McGillicuddy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Whatever.
Thank you, ma'am.
Way to go, you old cow! Does this mean I can get out of this dump? And will the headmaster quit trying to sneak into my room at night?
Well, this is better than a stick of gum.
A rusted-out truck slowly pulls up at 9 o'clock, with its lights out towards the home, with Richie Ray and Biff.
Okay, boss. I will wait out here and wait for your signal.
Okay, stupid, you better not mess this up or else you can be sure that you will be going back to the big house and Bubba will once again be parading you around the prison exercise yard as his loved cupcake.
You can count on me, Richie Ray, 'cause my bum still hurts from my last time in the pen.
Well, hello, Richie. Glad you could make it, though we thought you were going to be here at 6, and it's now 9. All the children
because Richie Ray is afflicted with dyslexia. That's okay, I don't really like kids. They are best to be locked away and not seen and not heard. That is why I appreciate the Putnam Children's Orphanage so much.
Now the party really starts to sizzle when Richie Ray drops a vial of date rape into the punch bowl. Everybody was getting lovey-dovey. Mrs. McGillicuddy and Father Dementia were getting jiggy by the fireplace. The headmaster tiptoed into Emma's room, and Richie Ray and Jocelyn got hot and heavy in the hall closet.
Jocelyn, you dirty, filthy pig!
And then Dolly joined him.
Dolly! Oh, you're such a whore!
Now here is where the sheer terror comes in. Biff throws a Molotov cocktail through the front window and begins the process of burning the place to the ground. He then sneaks into the house and steals all the gifts from the children and speeds off in Richie Ray's bundle bucket of a truck, returning to gangster headquarters. Richie Ray saves the day by getting everybody out of their home before the fire department arrives and is hailed a hero by the townfolk. Biff Armstrong is rounded up by the police and would go on to serve a 50-year sentence. He tries to implicate Richie Ray, but Richie is the crown witness for the prosecution and provides cell phone footage of Biff stealing all the gifts. The headmaster is rounded up by the police and would serve a 100-year sentence for trying to pass a bad check. And all the children become homeless. The gifts and the main star are never recovered. Dolly Pepper feels somehow Richie Ray is involved.